This build is powered by AMD. Guys are here with a new system. Just got the new motherboard, processor, everything. It's all set up. Take you through it real quick. Got a terabyte hard drive, my 200 gigabyte, my 120 SSD, my 600 watt power supply, my R9 380x Sapphire Nitro graphics card. Thing's sick. Check them out, by the way. Running 2 times 4 gigabytes Hyper Fury X, that's a Kingston memory, 1866, slightly overclocked, and a 4.5 gigahertz FX-6350, provided by James from AMD. Thanks a lot, man. And we got some fans here, and that's about it. Let's go into these tests. Fallout4, and you're using Belago's Fallout 4 tweaker, as you can see on screen for a second there. Everything is on Ultra. Draw distances are down to about a quarter. There's a certain level between visual fidelity and performance hits that you might take, depending on how far you want it, but that's fine with what I have it set for. I do have God rays on. You can turn those off if you want, but for the setup, right now it's, as you can see, it's over 60 FPS for the most part. If I turn off God rays and I'm not recording, it's around 80 FPS in most areas, with dips down to about 60. Alright, I find these settings to be pretty comfortable for The Witcher 3. It's a very graphically intense game. Pretty much turned down shadows and the grass details. And you can see it still looks very gorgeous. As far as I know, there's not a big difference between medium and ultra high shadows. So I'm doing this purely for performance and having a great looking game, trying to keep it around 60 FPS. Again, there is about a 3 to 5 FPS drop because of the recording software. So I figured this would give you a good overview of how the FX-6350 and the R9 380X handle this game. Ideally, if you want to turn on more stuff, you could, and you can get a higher FPS, but this is perfectly fine for me. Alright, so we pretty much got everything maxed out here on Forza 6. I have MSAA on to 2x right now. That's the lowest it can go. You can't turn it off. And it doesn't completely turn it off, so I'm pretty sure I'm dropping frames because of that. But as you can see, it still runs pretty smooth. Mostly 60 FPS on most of the tracks that I've played, even while it's raining. There's like a 3 to 5 FPS drop because of the recording, using Mirillus Action to get the FPS, since they stopped the deck story from working, which kind of sucks. But the game looks great, runs pretty smooth for a beta. Further optimization with DirectX 12 in this game should make this a really smooth ride, I think. Alright, so we got the infamous Crysis 3. Alright, so I did tweak the FPS settings for this one just a little bit to maintain a frame rate at or near 60 FPS. This game is pretty graphically intense, so I think I turned down objects and the shadow settings to about pop up in the next scene of the graphics glitch we recorded in software. Alright, so here are my overall settings that I found that I liked for Crysis 3. These run pretty great, even when I'm not recording. At the lowest, I've gone about 50 FPS in a high-density forest area with these settings. I could turn it down a bit further if I wanted to get a smooth 60 FPS, but this is, you know, a real test of the graphics performance of these cards and the FX-6350. Again, keep in mind it's 3 to 5 FPS recording this. Alright, so we got Battlefield 4 here. All the settings are maxed out. I'm playing a 64-man server, Operation Locker. For the most part, the FPS stays fairly high, again, dropping FPS because of the recording software, and because of the high-density smoke, as you can see. For the most part, it runs really smooth. I'm not using Mantle for this. This is DirectX 11, so I can also get some more performance out of that as well. Just wanted to give you an example of something that you might play.
Bravo's been compromised.
So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the quick FPS demoing I've done with the FX-6350 at 4.5 GHz overclock and R9 380X. Make sure you like, subscribe to the video, drop some comments down below if you want me to test something else with this setup, and I will try to do a video on it, or if you want me to go more in depth with one of these games or something else, just let me know. If I don't have the game and you have the key for it, just PM it to me on YouTube or on Twitter, and I'll try to get a video for it as soon as I can. Thanks.